Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to share a super interesting study with you. Now, I've been doing a lot of studies over the past few months, which I have not been sharing, but this one I have to share, okay? It's regarding this coming blood moon, alright? And I just watched a video by Pastor Paul Begley, okay? And I'm just going to share that with you. It was streamed about an hour ago, alright? It's called the Breaking Blood Moon Prophecy and Sister Heidi's Dream, okay? And how back in 1054 the church was split into two. There was a division, okay? So I was watching this and I said let me look deeper into it because I'll tell you why. Because you guys know that 18th to 19th November is the partial lunar eclipse, but it's almost a complete lunar eclipse. Okay, almost. It's just like a sliver of the moon that will be visible during the totality. Okay, so it is a blood moon. Okay, we're all considering it as a blood moon because it's almost there, right? And then 2 weeks later, you have the total solar eclipse. Okay, now, what's interesting is I was looking at moon phases, all right? Now, you know lunar eclipses happen on a full moon night, right? Okay, so here it is, November 19th, full moon, illumination 100%, okay? And here we have the moon phases, all right? Now, here's what I found very interesting because I just looked, I said, let me see what the lunation number is. Now, this 19th November is the full moon, okay, and the lunar eclipse. And the BLN or the lunation number, the Brown's lunation number is 1223. 1223. Guys, this is super interesting, and I'll tell you why. Because first of all, this the Brown lunation number, the BLN, okay, it began in the year 1923. Now, what's interesting about that? Because if you read the book of Psalms, okay, many people, many great scholars, biblical scholars, have related the years to the Psalm numbers. So, for example, if 1923 would make it Psalm 23, and what is Psalm 23? The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. Right? So over here, that's where the BLN started. And this is the 1223rd BLN, okay? When this massive lunar eclipse, the longest lunar eclipse in the entire century, okay, this entire century takes place, right? And the previous one that was long created a division in the church. Now we know that, division. We've done a lot of studies on the division. Even the code in Lamentations 5 talks about dividing, okay, the division, which is of course I think the rapture, okay. But never mind that. Listen to this, okay. What is Strong's 1223? It is dia, okay, on account of or because of Botsra. What's Botsra? It is the sheepfold, okay? An enclosure, a fold for the sheep. Now, this is going to blow your mind, brothers and sisters. Look at this, okay? So this is 1223 dia, all right? And this is basically the 12 Strong's Greek Strong's 1223, okay? Because of, on account of, because of, all right? What does it mean? Dia, a preposition, properly, across to the other side, back and forth to go all the way through, successfully across. Guys, this is amazing. And look, you know what it says in Matthew 1:22. Okay, the first occurrence, this word dia is used 669 times, okay, in the Bible, in the New Testament. But in the first occurrence is Matthew 1:22, right? And what does Matthew 1:22 say? Matthew 1:22. Now all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, Behold, a virgin shall be with child, and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is God with us. God with us, right? Okay, now hang on. There's more. There's more. So I've shared with you what 1223 is in Strong's, Greek Strong's, right? It is dia, and it means properly across to the other side, successfully across, thoroughly. This is just, to go all the way through. It's amazing. And I've shared that, it's about Emmanuel, God with us. Okay, the first occurrence is Matthew 1:22, all right, which speaks of the prophecy coming to pass. All right. Now in Hebrew, what does that mean? It means Botzra. Okay. Okay, it means an enclosure fold for the sheep. All right, the sheep enclosure. That's what Bosra means. Now it says in KJV, let's just go there. Micah 2:12, right? I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as the sheep of Bosra, as the flock in the midst of their fold. They shall make a great noise by reason of the multitude of men. And the very next verse says, the breaker is come up before them. They have broken up and have passed through the gate and are gone out by it. Okay, you remember we were talking about division of the waters, okay? The waters below and the waters, that's talking about division of mankind, all right? Because if you see my code on, the Lamentations 5, you'll see that it speaks of God creating a division. And what did Sister Heidi say in, that video I was sharing about Pastor Paul Begley, talking about she had a dream that there was going to be a division, okay? And that's what happened the last great blood moon that took place in the year 1054, I think. Anyway, I'm going to link that video below. Watch that whole thing, it's amazing. But here, it speaks again about the division, okay? And they have broken up and passed through the gate and are gone out by it. And their king shall pass before them, and the Lord on the head of them. This is an active move of God, okay? Now, if these signs are anything to go by, okay, what does Genesis 1:14 say? Genesis 1:14 says, and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. Again, division, okay, the light from the dark, day from the night. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. So this lunar eclipse, okay, the longest lunar eclipse, which is going to last 3.5 hours, okay, which again, Pastor Paul said that 3.5, it's spoken in the book of Revelation, right? A time, times, and half, so it's like 3.5. But it doesn't speak of years or months or something. It just says a time, times, and a half. So that is 3.5. And this eclipse is going to last for 3.5. And it's under the book of Revelation, chapter 12, where we speak, where it speaks about the woman. Okay, let's just go there. I want to share this with you because it's important. So in Revelation 12:1 it says, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. Now, the crown of 12 stars is the 12 tribes of Israel, right? But in Revelation 12:14 it also talks about a time, times, and half a time, right? Where's that? Yeah. So, and to the woman were given 2 wings, great eagle, that she may fly into the wilderness and into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and half a time. This is, we've always interpreted it as years, but Heidi, Sister Heidi, Pastor Paul Begley's wife, who said it's going to be years. It could be 3.5 hours, for which this entire blood moon is going to last. It's the longest blood moon in the century. It's going to last for 3.5 hours. All right. So I want to share that with you. But most importantly, there appeared a great wonder in heaven. Now, the Revelation 12 sign. All right. So we had that sign. And when I calculated, right, from this sign, which happened on 23rd of September 2017. Now, if you go up to 19th of November 2021, you know what you get? You get exactly 217 weeks. 217 weeks. Now, where do you see 217? 217 is there in Genesis 7:11, isn't it? Genesis 7:11. Genesis 7:11 says, in the 600th year of Noah's life, the second month, 17th day, 217. And is it a coincidence that from the Revelation 12 sign that took place in 2017, which brought so many of us seriously into the Word and Scripture to study and learn more, it's exactly 217 weeks, exactly, not one day here and there, exactly 217 weeks to this great sign of the blood moon on the 19th of November, 217, and 217 over here, right? This is just incredible, brothers and sisters, okay? And 7:11 also reminds me of something very funny, okay? Well, I shouldn't say funny, but do you remember I had taken a picture of this on 6th of December last year, right? And I literally, this was emblazoned across the sky in front of my yard, all right? And what did I see? I saw a 2 over here, okay? 2, and I saw 1, 1, and a huge 7. So it was like Genesis 7:11. Also, you could read it as 217. So I don't know, okay? Guys, this is just speculation on my part, but everything that we're being shown tells us that, as it says in Genesis 1:14, that, the moon and the sun and the moon, the great lights in the heaven, were given to us for signs, for Moedim, sign seasons. And it's just incredible that it's all coming together like this. I mean, I didn't even want to share this study because I was like, it might pass again, and then everybody be like, you were wrong again. But guys, this is important. Genesis 7:11, the second month, the 17th day, is 217 weeks exactly to this blood moon. How can that not be relevant? There must be something to it. And also, if we look at the lunation number, right? I just showed you that. It's the 1223rd lunation. Strong's 1223 is on account of, because of the sheepfold. Okay? And I've shared with you how important this is. Oh, snap. This has gone off. Hang on. Let me just check. Yeah. So I've just shared with you how important this is. This is talking about, Emmanuel, God with us, all right, the prophecy in Matthew 1:22, right, and 1:23. And in Hebrew, like a sheep in the fold, like a flock, okay? He'll put it, and I shared that with you too, what Micah's, prophecy is. Hang on, let me get that back. Wait, guys, it's talking about, I will surely assemble. I will surely gather. I will surely assemble. Wow. Are you seeing this? I will surely gather. Do you think it's a coincidence? I know there's no such word as coincidence in Hebrew. I will put together as the sheep of Basra. Again, the sheepfold. We are the flock, our shepherd. And then our shepherd is he about to appear? I don't know. I think he is. Okay, now the breaker has come before thee. All this talk about this, a lot of people, including me, I've seen like huge walls of water coming towards cities, the coastal cities. So the breaker has come before them. So do you think once we leave, once this happens after the gathering, this happens? Because Micah's talking about that. Because they have broken up, they've been divided, okay, the division of waters, and have passed through the gate and are gone out by it. And their king shall pass before them, because he leads us out of here. And the Lord, which is the Lord God, the Father, on the head of them. It's a joint operation. Actually, it's a joint operation between the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It said so in the code in Lamentations as well. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. This is big. This is big. It's not only the longest lunar eclipse of the century, but it lasts 3.5 hours. Okay, it is exactly 217 weeks from the Revelation 12 sign. Okay, 217, which points us to Genesis 7:11. And as I showed you at the beginning of the year, I was I was shown this 7:11. Okay, 7:11. I also saw a 2 out here. So 217. I don't know, guys, if anything's going to happen or it's just another marker, but I had to share this with you because the lunation, the BLN, is also, it started in 1923, and this is the 1223rd brown lunation number. 1923 refers to Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures, he leadeth me beside the still waters. Do you think our rest is coming? I don't know if it's going to be on this day, but this could be a huge, massive marker, guys. And another thing I wanted to share with you guys is that I had posted a rapture dream in 2018. And here it is, stunning rapture dream, because it was a stunning rapture dream, and I posted it on November 9th, 2018. And in that dream, I saw myself, my husband, my daughter, and a bunch of her friends around a cafeteria table, like a not a cafeteria, but a food court table, and there was cake cutting. Now, the only time we would be together with a lot of other kids is on her birthday, right? With her friends. Otherwise, we would have our friends too. But this was amazing because um, it felt like it was her birthday, and then boom, the loudest sound happened, and psh, it was next thing was in the stars. Okay, so I'm gonna share this link below. All right, and as you can see, this is posted on November 9th, 2018. Exactly 3 years ago, right? And oh my god, what a stunning dream this was. And my daughter's birthday is on the 23rd of November. And she'll be turning 11 this year. Okay. So I don't know. 11, it's written here in the title is more on 11 and 23, and she's turning 11 on the 23rd. Um I don't know. So if this is a huge marker, this blood moon, right? I think it's a huge marker, all right, because it's in the 1223rd lunation, Brown's lunation number, on account or because of the sheepfold, okay? And I've shared everything based on the strong study with you guys, so I'm hoping this is very exciting. Um, I don't want to get too excited because every time I do get too excited, then the day comes and goes, and I'm like, oh, not again, But as I said, whenever we're down, whenever we're like, wondering what is going on, why do I need so much, Lord? Why are you teaching me this much patience? Just remember Deuteronomy 33:27, right? I shared that with you in my previous video, and that is one beautiful, beautiful verse. The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. We have nothing to fear. Even if all the mountains come down, the world's come, everything crashes on our heads, no issues. We end up in his everlasting arms. That is his promise to us. The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms, right? So I'm looking forward to this blood moon. And if that passes, I'll think of it as a marker because I will be looking at 23rd of November. I'm going to share the link to this with you guys below, right? This one and also Pastor Paul Begley's Blood Moon Prophecy, Heidi's Dream. Okay, Sister Heidi's Dream. Amazing, amazing. Guys, there's so much happening in the world. I think we're very, very close. And if it should pass, I fall back into the everlasting arms, okay, of our eternal God, right, who is our refuge. So no worries there. Whatever happens, happens for the good for those who love God and those who are the called according to, his purposes. Romans 8:28, right? So I just want to repeat that don't worry about anything, okay? Because here we have this blood moon, the longest eclipse, lunar eclipse of the century that lasts 3.5 hours on the Brown's lunation number 1223, and this is what 1223 means in Strong's. So I'm just extremely excited, and I wanted to share this with you guys. All right, so God bless you guys. Just keep looking up, stay in the Word, stay strong in your faith. I think a redemption draweth nigh. So goodbye, and I hope to see you there.